Today, I'm going to show you a really cool Web3 gaming project which has a lot of potential. Are you ready for that? Well, then let's get it. What's up, guys? My name is Aaron and welcome to UX Crypto. Hope all of you are doing well out there. So today, yes, I'm going to be showing you another Web3 gaming coin gem, which is low cap and potentially could do quite well. And if you are new to the channel, then you should give this channel a lovely little subscribe, because this is the best place to be if you're trying to find altcoin gems and, you know, well researched and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, press the subscribe and subscribe again if you haven't already. Like the video as you go through this if you like any elements of it, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this project. So let's not wait around any further. Let's get into it. So here you go. The project is called Wagmi Games right here. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, but either way, you're gonna find out about it today. So the market cap is currently at 10 million right here. So not a degen, but obviously a low cap gem. But then yes, currently ranking in at 718 right there. But yeah, in terms of circulating supply, you've got quite a good circulating supply. It's 82% currently out, you can see here. So that is pretty good. But you know, me on my channel, I do care about circulating supply, but it's only probably about 10% of my decisions when looking at coins. We're looking at fundamentals first, right? So that's what will make something do well. 100% of nothing is nothing. So just remember that. So you better hope that the coin is actually good and the project's good. Because, you know, everyone cares about this number for some reason, but yeah, it does obviously matter, but it ain't gonna pump if it's a rubbish project. So yeah, something to think about. But yeah, in terms of the price action, so once upon a time we actually did all right. So it actually did quite well. But let's go to the market cap and have a look at that. So market cap actually got to around 40 million before, as you can see right here. So that's quite interesting. And then yeah, but right now obviously 10, so it's gone down by 3 times its value. Okay. Exchanges, on a few exchanges, no one actually really big or anything. Maybe Gate.io is probably the biggest. But yeah, other than that, could do, you know, with some more exchanges to make it pump. But that's cool, not too bad right now. But you know, let's go over the first pass and see what we think of this project. So here we go, Wagmi Games, and yes, the concept is obviously Web3 gaming. We've got some nice cool art here, and yeah, we can just go down and have a little look. So this is promoting something called the Founders Pack is here. So this is NFTs, so you can see that they're doing NFTs through our partnerships with GadgetBot, the legendary art studio behind the iconic characters of Transformers 4, Jurassic World, Apex Legends, and Call of Duty, comes an exclusive collection. So that's actually pretty cool, right? You got a collection from some big people in the industry. I like that. But yeah, some other stuff. So what else we got? They partnered in partnership with OpenSea. So yeah, it's on OpenSea. So this is quite cool as well, which I'll get into in a minute. So the next crypto gem. So this is them going on a show, crypto show, which is out. I think it's actually out now, which is pretty cool. So they've obviously got some media exposure, which is pretty interesting, and they came on with a suit and all that. But yeah, I'll show you a bit more about that later. And then you've got Wagmi Games universe, so exploring the redesigned humans and greys aliens. So here's a lot of the different characters it seems that they've got, so you can have a little look at that. But yeah, art looks pretty cool in this. And then it says Wagmi Games Defense, so it looks like you can get it on different devices. And yeah, look, see, it's powered by tradable soon on, so Mutable X and GameStop NFT. So yeah, they've got some good plans. So Mutable X, obviously a well-known name, and GameStop, and then coming soon on Google Play and App Store. So obviously not on there yet, so something to note down. But yeah, it's coming, so that's pretty cool. And then you've got the battle for Knife has begun. Not sure what that is. But yeah, some other cool stuff. Look, from the team that has experience with all of these potential games, and obviously got a lot of big games here, and that will be down to us to fact check this, right? Which we will do a bit later on in the video. But here it's showing some of the gameplay footage, so you can see that here. Nice little graphics here, you can see here. And then oh yeah, there's one thing here, you can see the actual gameplay, right, rather than like always. But yeah, and the gameplay looks decent, but all right. Okay? I mean, it's up to you what you like. But let's move on. So here you go. We've got Defend Your Towers. The year is 3022, so 1,000 years from now, you could say. And then you can see a little bit of what's going on here with some of the cutaways. As we saw, the gameplay isn't like this. This is just like cutaways and stuff like that. But yeah, it's quite interesting graphics. But yeah, not a bad concept, I would say. But yeah, the world's first fiat to digital collectibles gaming app. So that's pretty interesting. So it will be fiat currency you can buy NFTs with. So pretty cool. I don't know if it's the first, but you know, something cool. Launching on both Google Play and App Store, players will be able to purchase in-game assets using a double click of their iPhone or a phone. Not required any form of crypto play. So literally, this is cool, but obviously it doesn't give you any reason to buy their crypto. So yeah, pros and cons there, right? Maybe good for the user, but maybe not good for crypto. All playable assets will be owned by the players, finally creating the ability to trade their assets, gas fees on marketplace such as GameStop and Rarible. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then yeah, you got different types of gameplay. So you got player versus player battles, sustainable business model economy, that's something else, asset NFTs, interoperable NFTs, download and play anywhere. So obviously in games and app stores. And then yeah, you've got different NFTs that we've already spoken about. Something called comics. Oh, they got comics. That's kind of cool, right? So discover the lore of Wagmi game franchises for a series of original Sci-Fi Wars comic books. That's cool. I like this. This is quite cool that they've actually got like comics. I mean, no one else has done this in crypto, but like comic NFTs. I mean, I actually had this idea a while ago. I told someone to do this, but they never did it. But yeah, it's cool that they're doing that. I think that actually could be an idea in itself if anyone's watching. Witness the violation of the Galactic Peace Treaty. So here's a little video again. So this is just like all cutaways again of like, you know, just telling the story and all that fun stuff. But yeah, this isn't actual gameplay. It's just all cutaways. So but yeah, this did get me excited when I watched this, right? I quite liked all of this. I thought this was actually going to be the gameplay, and then like the way that you would view it and all that. And obviously this looks pretty epic, and you can see like, you know, the battles that you can have. Yeah, this is the best part of this, I would say. If you can make the gameplay like this, then yeah, man, I'll be on this one. So yeah, but obviously it's all probably the camera angles and all that, but a nice looking game. Yeah, okay, so innovation partners, so you've got a couple here, we'll go through those in a minute, but yeah, some cool ones. And then the social media, which we also go through. There you go, that is our first pass of Wagmi Games. Looks pretty interesting, I would say, but you know, we need to go into a deep dive into this. We really need to know what we're talking about when it comes to looking at these projects and maybe putting some money behind that. I'm not a financial advisor, just remember that, but yes, just here to research and do my due diligence on these things. So yes, we're going to look at the team. That's where we're going next. So let's get into that. So here we go, the team, and we've got Ian Bentley. So he's the CEO. And then we've got Louise right here, the Chief Gaming Officer, the COO right here, Brent. He's pretty cool. And then, yeah, some other people behind this as well. Director of Talent Acquisition, CTO. But obviously, we're going to look at the movers and shakers. All right, that's what we care about. We don't care about people who are not really a mover and shaker. Let's have a look at who they are. So obviously, the first guy is going to be Ian because he's the CEO. So let's go and look at Ian. Okay, so this is Ian, and obviously a good sign is he's representing Wagmi Games on his LinkedIn, and yeah, he is the CEO and he's representing that for 1 year and 9 months. So yeah, pretty cool. Before that, IB Vision, he was at for 10 years in Florida, and then he's been a board of advisors, CEO before. So yeah, no, he's pretty cool. He's got quite a good background in terms of being a CEO and a president before. So yeah, someone could put your trust in a little bit, I would say. If we go with a little bit deeper with him, let's just see some other, if there's any big names or anything. Not seeing any big names, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. He's obviously been a director before, so I think he might be able to pull something off with this. And obviously so far you can see they're doing a pretty good job. But yeah, the next person we need to go to is him. Okay, Louise. So let's have a little look at you, Louise. So here you go, this is Louise, and yes, he's helping accountants consistently add high value clients. So pretty different from what he's saying, and he's not representing Wagmi Games. And then if you go on here, he hasn't got Wagmi Games on here either. One thing I thought was kind of interesting is it says United States, 5 years doing this. But if we actually look at what this is, it's this. So it's accounting marketer. and it says Mitcham, England. Okay, so a whole other country, which is a bit strange to me. But then if I actually went and looked at what that was, this is the website, and it's just really basic as hell, to be honest with you, right? And it's just to do with marketing account, something to do with accounts, right? So it's very unrelated to Chief Gaming Officer. So yeah, I don't know about this guy, right? But he's cool so far. But what about Brent? Okay, so we obviously want to go and dig deeper into Brent because he is the Chief Operating Officer. So let's have a look at Brent. So Brent is pretty cool, all right? So out of all of them, Brent stands out the most to me. So he's a veteran company product and team builder in electronic arts acquisition. So that's pretty cool. And he's representing Wagmi Games. And here you go, right? No lies told out here, right? So you've got this and Director of Operations, Industrial Toys. So this is where this could be quite interesting because as you saw, there's a magazine, got NFTs they're trying to put out. So the true value could lie with this guy right here in some of the stuff he's done with EA. Yeah, got experience with industrial toys. So this was pretty cool. Okay. So the next person we're going to look at is probably not him because he's just talent acquisition. He's the CTO, right? Because he is a mover and a shaker, right? So we need to look at him, and it's Khalid. So let's have a look at Khalid. So here you go. He's representing Wagmi Games, so that's a good sign. But then other than that, he hasn't got any other experience from what we're seeing. This might not be accurate, right? LinkedIn, you might not use LinkedIn or whatever, but you're not really representing yourself very well on here, right? Because it's hard to know what your actual experience is. It says in here, build in the bear, bask in the bull. So very much a crypto guy. But yeah, so far mixed, right? So we've got some good ones and some not so maybe, right? But cool, that is the team. So there you go, some good ones, some not so good ones, but it's good to know this information and who is in the team and in the project. So where are we going next? We're gonna go and look at the partners, all right? So let's do that. Okay, so the partners right here, and yes, we can have a little look at some of these. So Immutable X, obviously a very well-known one, and it's infrastructure for games, so that's pretty cool that they are working with them. GameStop NFTs, that is very different, very cool. So that's quite cool. I would say partners are quite interesting. But obviously the main thing what makes me question this a little bit is they put innovative partners. I'm proud to call amazing organizations our friends, but Google Ads is in there, and then maybe they're just using Google Ads to advertise. But if this is a partnership with Google Ads, then this is absolutely huge, right? But I don't know about that. It might just be stuff that you've used inside of your project. So yeah, you can use Google Ads like for analytics. You can use Google Ads to advertise, and obviously that might be something that they'll just put in there. If I was you, if you're just using it for that, I would take that off because you're just kind of misleading people. But other than that, yeah, I've not heard of some of these. Let me know if you have, but these two, pretty cool. So yeah, that's quite interesting. But the next place we're going is we're going to judge the idea. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the idea of Wagmi Games, I mean, yeah, pretty interesting in terms of what they're trying to do. I think it kind of reminds me of like the whole Warhammer thing, right? And in terms of like a segment where it could fit in the market, there is a market for this, like the Warhammer type of people, but are those Warhammer people like crypto people? And that is one thing to think about. I mean, it's quite niche as a game. It's not a bad game, but you never know, it could do well. It depends if you like this type of thing. But yeah, the NFTs are quite cool. One thing I do like as well is the whole magazine side, which isn't really highlighted that much on here. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool that they've got that, and they've got games as well. So they've got a lot of different products that they're potentially pushing out with this. But yeah, quite interesting. Yeah. Next, yes, we are going to judge the website. Okay, so overall site, all of that, and that is where we're going. And you might be like, why are we judging the website? And obviously here, if you see my videos, you know why. But I'm telling you again, is that this is the sales funnel, man. If anyone comes to here, this is the first place they're going, and they're going to be seeing something exciting for them or not, right? And then we judge that. So let's do that real quick. To the top. So my first couple of criticisms I would say is obviously you've got a lot of cool little animations here in like 2D art, right? But if you actually look at the game, it's 3D. So I would say, it's not really representing it the best of way. And you've got that throughout all of this. So, you're more promoting, I suppose, the NFTs in this kind of thing here than the game, right? So I find it a little bit confusing in terms of what they're promoting. because there's just is quite a lot of stuff going on. And obviously, like if they're a new project, right, and they're already saying, oh, the founders pack is here and this is like a promotion, I would say, you know, this isn't where you would put the number one thing you want to promote. You want to promote the game first. You want people to invest in it. You don't want to randomly promote this, I would say, right? This is just one thing inside of your project. And other things are like, you know, this is cool, they're promoting this, but you know, they're showing again 2D art, right? And obviously 2D art's cool and all that, but your game is 3D. So I would probably look to show some more 3D side of things. And yeah, they've obviously put all of this here, but you know, just from looking myself, yeah, it's not all there, right? Like some of these maybe they are accurate in other team members, but obviously not from the founders. And if they are accurate in other team members, I don't know how important that is to me, to be honest with you. It's more a founding team, I think, where, you know, this stuff really matters. Yeah, okay, so other stuff I would say is that, you know, the comics are way down below, and I would say that's actually quite something it's unique in crypto. It's never really been done. So something that you could actually, you know, put out a bit more, highlight it. I think the thing what throws me off with this is a whole bunch of different styles, right? Like, so you've got 3D, you've got 2D, and now you've got like a drawing, right, as you can see here. So I just think it looks a bit like minimum viable project vibes, like, you know, let's push this out, we haven't finished it, but we're just going to do what we can, because a whole bunch of different styles going on. I think the information is okay. The UX in terms of user experience of it could be a lot better. There's a lot going on here. There's not a lot of space. Yeah, that's what I would say as a UX experience expert. Cool. And another thing I would say is there's a lot of links up here, right? And that's cool, but you know, is everyone going to go through all of these things? There's a lot. You could probably condense this in a lot easier ways. But yeah, if someone's really, really interested, they'll go through all of it. But I think you could probably condense it so it's easier to read and all that stuff. There you go, website reviewed. But where are we going next? We are going to go to the socials, okay? So we're going to look at who's talking about this, have they got a lot of followers, all that type of stuff. So let's do it. Okay, so here you go. Here is the socials for Wagmi Games, and you've got 54,000 followers, so pretty decent. And in terms of what they're doing with interactions, they're not bad interactions at all, actually. So 34 comments, 24,000 views, looks pretty legit. And then you can see that they've actually been on TV shows here. So this is actually something called the Hourglass Wait. It's just also another crypto project, and they are on that. So that's pretty good, right? Socials are looking very nice and decent. And obviously them getting themselves out there. You can see the founders as well, so giving you a bit of trust as well from what you're looking at. Obviously this guy right here, when we looked at him on the team, he wasn't a founder, but it's saying co-founder on here. So you can see there's co-founder right here. There you go. But on the actual team, if we quickly go back to that, he is not saying that he is a co-founder. He's director of talent and acquisition. So maybe just a bit of title switch or whatever, but yeah, not the end of the world. Let's go back to socials though. But yeah, they're getting a lot of interactions. I think it's quite interesting. And then yeah, they're being very transparent about who they are and all that. So yeah, pretty interesting. So yeah, that social's not too bad, not too shabby, and obviously getting out there on the show, pretty interesting as well. But you know, what about the coin utility? What can you do with the coin? Is there any other extra value we can see in this? Well, let's have a look at that. Okay, so here is the coin utility. We can see it is the ecosystem utility for Wagmi Games. And you can see that you can buy it with credit card and all that stuff, right? And then exchanges some of them on. But you know, what we really care about is the actual utility. So this is where we want to look. So in-game purchases, cool, right? But obviously there's something to say about this, right? So they said that they are going to put on-ramps into fiat currency. So you don't actually need to buy the token, right, if you're going to use fiat currency to buy it. So but what's the advantage? So Wagmi Game Defense accepts Wagmi Games as payment method of at least 5% of primary sales. Players can use Wagmi Games to purchase all Wagmi Defense items from an in-game shop. So cool. But Wagmi Games still takes 5% off the primary sale. So, you know, I don't know, because I might be wrong, but if you buy this with fiat, are you going to pay 5%? Right, but if you buy a Wagmi, you're going to pay 5%. So something to think about there, something to think about. Governance right here, so general stuff around government. So a lot of these coins do have this. And then something which is different, you could say, is exclusive tournaments. So, you know, this bit here. Another utility token is the exclusive tournament. So only holders are able to participate in the chance of winning grand prizes. So yeah, you could potentially get grand prizes from this. So there you go, had a little look at the coin utility. But you know, what about tokenomics? So when it came down to this, I found it kind of hard to actually get information on it, but what we can go off is obviously the coin market cap side of things. And yeah, tokenomics look pretty interesting. They're quite good. So you got 82% out. And yeah, but I can't actually find any vesting schedules or all of that stuff for it. But you know, this is quite good that it's got a lot out already, so an advantage there. But whether you care loads and loads about this, right, is another story. Like I said to you in the beginning of the video, 100% of nothing is still nothing. So if you don't have a good product, then who cares, right? That's my point. There's a lot of people in crypto who obviously make this the be end all of everything, and if they base their decisions around this, then you probably won't do that well, in my opinion. But all my opinion. But okay, if you really like this coin at the moment, we should look at some bullish targets and super bullish targets, right? So we're going there first. We're going to the bullish target, and we need to find a benchmark. So what is the benchmark? Let's go and show you. The benchmark, I have used Vulcan Forge, and if you've never heard of Vulcan Forge, it's another game, and it's actually gone through a bull market cycle, which you can see right here. Okay, and this is why we are using it. It currently has a market cap of 77 million right there. So we need to look at what it is right now, and obviously down in the dumps at this current moment, but that's fine. All these crypto projects are like that, so that's fine. Don't be alarmed or whatever. This is crypto, man. Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to calculating, let's do that. So we're going to have a look at the market cap of 10 million, 10.7 million, right, off Wagmi Games, and try and get it to Vulcan Forge's market cap right now of 77 million. And yeah, so let's do that. So it was 10.7, right? So we're going to do 10.7, and we're going to times that by 7, and that gives us 74.9. There you go. And so 77. All right, so pretty close though, pretty close. So that gives us a 7x. So 7x, pretty cool, right? But you know, what if you were really, really bullish on this and you thought it was just going to go beast mode, right? Then you want to go with a super bullish target, right? And super bullish target is, yes, the all-time high of Vulcan Forge. So let's go there and see what we can do. So yeah, we are going to go right here, okay? And the all-time high was around about 845 million, so under a billion. But yeah, 845 million is the target. So we have got 10.7, and we're going to times that by 78, and that gives us 834 million. And if you go back to Vulcan Forge, it's 845 million, but pretty close. But that is a total of 78x. Okay, so there you have it, guys. It all fully reviewed for you and all of that. You can see the pros, the cons, and all of that stuff. But guess what, man? If you want to see what I score this, then you need to check out my Patreon very soon. And guess what, man? I've been talking about this for a while, but it's coming out next week, okay? So be ready for that. And yes, I've got special offers for the first people who come to it. So, you know, don't miss out. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the best things you've probably seen in crypto for a while. And yes, I'm very, very proud of it. I've been working on it for a while now. So definitely check it out. So if you want to see that next week, subscribe, man. Press that subscribe button right there, because you need to be around to see that. And if you like good crypto gems, this is the place you need to be, because this is where you're going to find them all, man. Yeah. So then also, if you like this video, give the video a lovely little like. I really appreciate that. And let me know what you thought of Wagmi Games. And if you think there's any other ones I should be checking out, let me know as well. Really appreciate that. It's a community run YouTube channel. I care about all of your guys' opinions, and we can just try and get to the top together. And on the note of getting to the top, I will see you at the top. Bam.